she's gonna take a big bite of Big Bites barbecue. Let's see. How was that? On this episode of Big Bites, we are on vacation. Something like that. Our company, MTV, is on a day retreat here at Marudi Creek Resort. And we're just having a great time. We're in the creek, we're in the sun, and myself actually, is on the grill. Right now we got a grill going, we got a fireside going, we're doing some barbecue, and we're doing some cook-up. And we're gonna be walking you through possibly how to make the best barbecue ever. I don't like to brag, but I'm something of a griller. I know how to make a good barbecue. So we're gonna be, showing you some tips and tricks on how to do that, possibly if you've never seen or done barbecue before, or if you're intimidated. But before we go into the rest of this video and to show you all the fun we're having today, let's thank our sponsors for making this day and every episode possible. There are more ways to use chana than just fry up, curry, and cook up. And I'm gonna show you one of those ways. Hummus is one of those dishes that many of us have heard about, but probably never got around to trying it. And for the simple reason that it's not really a Guyanese thing. But it's such a nutritious and versatile dish. It could be used as a dip or a spread, and you can customize it in so many different ways. Not to mention, it's quick and super simple to make. In a food processor or blender, combine 1 can of chana, or if you want to be fancy, chickpeas. I'm using Beharry canned chickpeas, #supportlocal. Remember to reserve some of that chickpea juice. 2 tablespoons lemon juice, 1 clove garlic, 2 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil, ½ teaspoon salt, a dash of black pepper, and 1 tablespoon sesame seed oil. Traditionally, hummus is made with tahini, a paste made with sesame seeds, but that's literally impossible to find in Guyana, so sesame seed oil is a good alternative. Now, these are all the ingredients to make your base hummus. However, we're gonna take this up a notch and make it a slight Guyanese style hummus. Add in a few pieces of celery, some maridman poke, and a single wiri pepper for a little kick. Blend it all up, adding some of that chickpea juice at intervals to get as smooth and creamy of a texture as possible. Blend for as long as you need to, ensuring everything is properly combined. And there you have it. Hummus. You can literally use it in anything. We decided to try it with some crackers and toast, and oh my god. Yeah, this thing tastes proper. This thing tastes good. I'm telling y'all sleeping on hummus. But don't take my word for it, try this recipe and let me know in the comments what you guys think. Like and follow for more Big Bites recipes. Alright, so we got our grill going right now. The heat is a little too intense for meat right now. So what we did, we took all the coals and we shifted it over to one side. This grill unfortunately doesn't have a cover, so we gotta be smart with our heat control right now. So the difference between good barbecue and bad barbecue is heat control. So you gotta make sure your coals are on one side, so you have a part with direct and then you have indirect heat. So if you're on too much of direct heat, your meat could burn on the outside and not cook enough on the inside. So we're just gonna let these coals burn out for a couple more minutes. Let the heat go down because right now it's way too intense. We got 2 cooks on the firesides. Colleen in charge of the rice, the side dish, and I in charge of the grill. So she's the head chef and I's the sous chef, right? So, but the cook-up is looking great already. I love it, I love it. So we are about to start our grilling. I got here some marinated chicken legs from one of our sponsors, Rossignol Butcheries. They're amazing. The good thing about these chicken legs is that once they marinate it, you don't have to do anything else, right? You could just put these on the grill and they're ready to go, right? And the flavor is amazing. So I've used them before, I use them constantly. So this is just me saying how great they are, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it on the hottest side first, just to get a little sear going. Look at that. We're at a pretty good heat level right now, so I'm fairly confident that these will cook pretty well. Bye, I know. And this is short tongs, bye. I should have bring my big tongs. I forgot my tongs. My personal barbecue tongs. These are pretty short, so they're kind of burning me right now. But that's a part of the grilling game. Ooh, ah. Woo! And yes, I know what I'm doing, Joshua. You gotta control the heat. So you gotta get a bottle with some water, and just dampen the flames a little bit, just so the meat doesn't burn. Okay? Grilling on an open flame like this requires a lot of skill, which fortunately I have. Are you tired of cooking bland meals that will make your dog talk and tell you how much he hates you?
Get out of that chair.
Well, fear not, my friends, because Roy's Quality Spices has got you covered. With their extensive catalog of seasonings and spices, you'll be a culinary master in no time. Whether you're cooking curry, chow mein, or cook up, they've got something that'll let you say,
let me add a little bit of spice to that.
And who knows, with enough chipotle and cayenne red pepper, you might just start a fire in your kitchen. So please keep a fire extinguisher close by. So pick up your Roy's Quality Spices today at leading supermarkets nationwide and add a little spice to that. The Cricket Carnival season is almost upon us. Visit www.cricketcarnival592.com or follow the Guyana Tourism Authority's Facebook page for updates on accommodation, special tour packages, and of course, the exciting events scheduled for this period. How are you doing? You okay? How's the water? It's pretty good? Okay, good. Well, that's one way to cool off. Monitoring your meat is the most important part of grilling, right? You gotta know where the majority of your heat is. All like over here has a lot of heat in this corner, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch these out, put these over here, that'll be a little more indirect, and then pick something from over this side, put it over here, that'll get a little bit more of that sear, okay? Look at that. This is real Guyanese style barbecue. Not a controlled environment whatsoever. I just upgraded my heat control here to a bottle with a hole at the top. This is the Guyanese style. Look at this, look at this, look at the style. Look at that style, look at that style, yay! Remember, having a nice golden crisp color like what you're seeing right now is important. But also, while the outside is cooking, you gotta make sure that inside is cooking. So it's getting a lot of heat, right? So speaking of heat, this is generating a lot of heat and it's a bright sunny day. So I got this Caribe Rosé to cool off a little bit, right? And that is refreshing. I can keep going now. So right now, all the fat, all that blood from the meat is rendering out. So that's how you know that meat is being cooked thoroughly, right? And when you stop seeing that blood coming out of the meat, that's one of the indicators to know that the meat is more or less ready. Remember, it's all about, as your auntie or your mother would say, you gotta feel it. You gotta feel when it's done, right? Barbecuing is trial and error. You're not gonna get it right the first time. You gotta keep doing it over and over again. You're gonna have a lot of mess ups like I did. Once you have made enough mistakes, you know what not to do, okay? So what we're doing right now is just putting a little bit of the smoke on the barbecue sauce. When you apply the barbecue sauce too early in the cook, the barbecue sauce burns. Your meat is basically trash after that point. So the barbecue sauce is applied close to when the meat is finished cooking. Because it's meat cutting through nice and tender. See that?
This is it.
Life too short to spend it driving a broke down ride. So check out Soat Auto Sales and Car Rentals for that top ride that won't make your wallet cry. Their vehicles have the lowest mileage and best customer satisfaction, and if that wasn't enough, they've got competitive interest rates and car rentals too. So what are you waiting for? It's your turn to drive at BM Soat Auto Sales and Rentals. Just don't drive like me unless you want past a Granger to the next officer. Yeah, my wallet does end up crying. Regular water consumption is essential for your health, and Arnie Fresh is here to make it easy and delicious. Not only does it taste amazing, but staying hydrated can improve your skin and digestion and even boost your mood. So stay hydrated and drink Arnie Fresh Purified Water by Guybisco. Your body will thank you and you'll look as good as me. Well, maybe not that good, but you get the point. Links to all of our sponsors are in the description, so please check them out and tell them Big Bites sent you. Let's get back to the video. So the smell of the barbecue actually brought some people around here over, and you know, we here at Big Bites we're hospitable. We like to treat people who are fans of the show well, right? So how's the food? How's the food?
Great.
Great. How's the barbecue? Yeah, you gotta take a big bite to the barbecue. Come, look. She's gonna take a big bite of Big Bites barbecue. Let's see. How's that? You can't even speak.
It's good.
It's good, right? I'm glad. Well, you see though, your bike can cook. Grilling is literally a labor of love because the heat drains you. The heat, if you're out in and it's a sunny day, the heat from the sun drains you, the heat from the grill drains you, but if you do it well and you endure, you get a nice piece of barbecue. Yeah, I'm gonna take a big bite of my barbecue and tell you how it is. The fact that I bit through it and it went all the way through, no effort, it's super tender, cooked all the way through, no blood, and it falls off the bone like that. You see that? You see that? Now that is how you do barbecue, and I cooked it. Ideally, I would have loved to season this meat myself and stuff, but it was a race against time, right? When you're preparing for a lot of people, sometimes you gotta take some shortcuts, so we got it pre-seasoned from Rossignol, but the cooking is what really makes this meat come to life. But of course, we gotta try the cook-up and the macaroni, both made by MTV's own Colleen. So let's give it a taste. You know, we're gonna put the macaroni and the cook-up together, just like that. Give it a go. Let's go. There are some fight. Say cook-up this beat mad, beat real mad. Honestly, I wish y'all could taste this. But yeah, everything came up pretty well. If y'all ever decide to do barbecue, must invite me and let me come and try out your hand. And with that, we've come to the end of this episode of Big Bites. I hope you guys learned something about grilling. I am thoroughly tired and I'm pretty sure I look like a nightmare because I don't know how I look. I'm gonna cool off a little bit and then probably take a dip in the creek. But before we end this off, I want to thank all of our sponsors for making this episode possible. I want to thank all of the staff here at MTV for cooperating. Until the next episode of Big Bites, remember, follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. All the links are in the description, no matter where you're watching this. Until the next episode, take Big Bites only. See you around. I'm so tired, dude.